Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and watching. I want to have a really difficult conversation with you, and this is difficult for me. It's something that's been weighing on me for a bit now. I hate feeling like I'm not being fully 1,000% transparent with you guys. I hate when I don't feel like I'm, just being fully in integrity. And it's not something that I was necessarily outright lying about, but it's something that I was withholding because, to be quite honest, I was terrified that if I just fully stood in my truth, if I fully honored, um, where I was at, that people would not only, not like me, but might even say some really mean things to me. And while that might seem maybe childish, I did experience a lot of trauma around this a few years ago when I was on the taste. And I'd be lying if I said if it didn't really scar me around this particular issue. So let's just get to the point. The subject I want to address that I've kind of dodged a lot, and with the Eat With Intention, it comes up. And publicly I've dodged it a lot because people always ask me, eat with intention, what do you eat? Are you vegan? All this stuff, right? And I always say I really believe in forgetting labels and just listening, so I don't label myself. And I do, that is true. Really do believe in that because I believe fundamentally labels restrict you, and anything that's going to restrict you in that way is going to come between you and communicating with your body's wisdom. So if I am saying that I'm a devout vegan and I tune into my body, or maybe I even go see a doctor or a specialist or whatever, and they're like, you know what, it would be really helpful for this condition for you to eat fish or whatever. Or maybe I'm tuning in, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really, I'm craving red meat or whatever it happens to be. Then I'm now not honoring my body, not taking care of my body because I want to fit in this mode. And now I'm just giving vegan as the example, but this happens with everything, right? This happens with paleo, this happens with keto, this happens with South Beach, right? When we decide to prescribe to this outside person's set of rules instead of honoring our internal environment, I believe we set ourselves up for failure and also not for optimal health. So I believe you should, honor your body's wisdom, and part of that sometimes is not giving yourself a hard and fast label, because when you give yourself a strong label, it just, one, makes you more likely to ignore your body signals, and two, it kind of makes you the bad guy if you step outside that label. Whereas, if you're a paleo and then you decide to have a piece of cake one day at your friend's birthday party, now you've totally messed up. You screwed everything up. You're a terrible person. You're not really paleo. Who are you going to, this whole big thing, right? Whereas if you just generally eat paleo, and then sometimes have cake at your friend's birthday, it's a lot more free and flexible. And for me, having a history of eating disorders, that was really imperative to me. It was imperative that, that my lifestyle around food is free and flexible, and doesn't restrict me in any ways. All that being said, I do believe that a plant-based diet is, the healthiest way to go. I do really believe that the way we treat our animals in this country and that our standards for food are horrific. I think it's absolutely terrible. If any of you guys have, watched What the Health or any of the amazing documentaries out there, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, some of the things that pass as food in this country, and especially around animals. And I think a lot of that is, one, in the ways that they kill animals, in the hormones they inject in animals, and the way they feed animals and take care, and how the animals live, and how they process the animals after death before it gets to us. I do fully agree with that. And I think that, that is those are primarily the reasons why I lean that way. And so all that being said, that's my belief system, honestly, around everything. To be honest, I probably eat vegan 95% of the time. And then the other 5% of the time, sometimes I will have eggs. Sometimes I will have fish. And there have been, like when I was in France, I had some cheese. I had a really bad allergic reaction to it. I got really sick, but I was like, I'm in France, I want to have cheese. And I allowed myself to do it. And you know what? I had allergic reaction, so I didn't do it for the rest of the trip because I honor my body and what it doesn't want. But I also didn't make myself a bad person. I didn't feel like I was evil or terrible for it. And same thing, you know, when I first graduated college, and I went vegan in college. When I first graduated college, there was a few nights where I will say in my early 20s, I may have drank a little too much. And I would get really drunk and get a cheeseburger. And some of my guy friends actually thought it was like a great game to play to see if they could get me to eat a cheeseburger when I'm drunk. Mind you, I mean, this probably happened less than a handful of times, but I just want to put it out there, right? Because I'm not perfect. And for me, it was really scary to admit all of that to you guys. Because I know that some of you will unfollow me for it, and that's okay. 2, I'm terrified that some of you are going to lash out at me for it. And 3, you know, because it is really important to me. I think my Achilles heel is wanting people to like me. And I had a lot of trauma around it when I did my TV show, when I did the TV show The Taste, and I had to roast a chicken for a part of it. I got many, many emails from vegan advocates telling me that they were going to roast my whole family like I roasted that chicken. And how I was, you know, less than human, should be ashamed of myself, should go kill myself. I had multiple people tell me to kill myself. And also, like I said, it was like between that and the threats about my family, it was so traumatizing and it was so devastating that's actually been a big reason why I really shy away from the V word. I don't even like saying it because while I want to be clear, I in no way think that the cruel actions of, you know, a group of individuals indicate the way an entire, you know, diet of, you know, people that eat that diet believe. I in no way think that. Anyway, so that kind of inferred a lot of things, and I'd be lying if I said that didn't kind of impact my way of wanting to associate with it. And that I am a plant-based chef, and I do believe in a plant-based diet, and I will make plant-based recipes. And, you know, the reason that I don't post other things is because, well, to be honest, like I said, it's a very small fraction of the time that I'm eating anything like that anyway. And I want to post recipes for things that I want more people to eat. And when I go down to my values and what I firmly believe in as a diet, it really does end up being plant-based. But like I said, my priority is 1, listening to my body's wisdom, and 2, not making myself a bad person. Being able to love myself where I'm at, regardless of how perfect that may be. That it's okay to, you know that this is what I think is best, and that this is what I will always lean on the side of, that I will always give more percentage of what I put in my body to, but that it's okay to also, you know, be human, and have other things sometimes if I feel like having other things sometimes, and not feel like I'm restricted in a cage where I'm going to get in trouble, or I'm going to get yelled at, or people are going to tell me they're going to kill my family if I don't eat that way. So I just wanted to get this on the table because I know I've been dodging it. I know I've been dodging it, and I've been dancing, and I feel like I've been avoiding it with you guys, and that's the truth. Now you know why. Now you know everything behind it, and there it is. And it feels good for you guys to just know who I am, 110%. And I think the journey that I'm on right now, and I'm learning a lot, is that sometimes standing in our truth and honoring who we are and where we're at that moment means that people might not like us. Means that some people are going to unfollow me after they watch this. I urge you that if you have the temptation to write me a nasty email or to write me a cruel comment, to just take a breath and just unfollow and just put me out of your life. It is the much kinder thing to do than to lash out at another human, because I think we all need to realize that our words hurt, and regardless of what you think about someone's belief or their actions or what they do, you saying really cruel things to someone really has an effect on them. And it's made me live in a shell for like a few years. It's made me terrified to talk about this. But I'm not going to let anyone make me feel this way. I'm not going to be scared or fearful and live in a place where I can't fully stand in my truth and honor who I am and be comfortable with where I'm at right now, and knowing that that is not black and white. And it's okay that it's not black and white right now, and who knows what it'll be in the future, but I give myself permission for it to look as messy or as perfect as it wants to, and for it to be a growing conversation, and for me to live as in alignment with what I believe as possible, and for me also to forgive myself when I don't, and for me to listen to my body's wisdom above all, because if I can't do that, then who am I to teach that? So that will always triumph everything for me. So thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry for getting emotional. Woo! And I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'm so glad that now we are just completely in integrity with each other. And I look forward to never keeping anything from you again.